Hello guys, welcome back to the course. In this video, we are going to start the fourth project. We are going to map snow cover. Let's read the problem. Snowfall impacts transportations, agriculture, and water resources, requiring mapping and monitoring of snow cover to support winter maintenance and resource management. So in the fourth project, we are going to analyze snow depth in multiple locations in New York City. In addition to that, we are also going to map snow cover using volume. So you will be able to see which locations get a lot of snow and which locations do not get a lot of snow. This information is going to be very valuable, especially for transportation planning during winter season. Okay, let's get started. The first thing that you need to do is to install volume. Let's copy this and let's compile the code. Next, you will also need to install GeoPy. Let's copy this and let's compile the code. As you guys can see, we have successfully installed these two Python packages. Next, we are going to import several Python libraries. Firstly, we are going to import pandas. Next, we are going to import volume. We are also going to import heat map from volume. Next, we are going to import nominatim from GeoPy. And lastly, we are going to import Google Colab files. We are going to use this library for uploading dataset to Google Colab. Okay, now let's compile the code. Okay, next, let's upload the data. Just a quick reminder, we are going to use this dataset. So make sure that you download this data from Kaggle. Okay, let's go back to Google Colab. Let's create a new variable. I'm going to name it uploaded. You can name it whatever you want, guys. And to upload the dataset, we are going to use files.upload functions. And let's compile the code. Let's click choose file. And here is the dataset that we are going to use. Let's click open. Okay, so now it is uploading the data. It might take a few seconds. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. As you guys can see, we have successfully uploaded the data. Next, we are going to load the data using pandas. Let's create a new variable. I'm going to name it data. And we are going to load the data using pd.readcsv functions. Let's copy and paste the file name and put it inside the parentheses. Let's compile the code. Next, we are going to display the first few rows of the dataset, data.head. Let's compile the code. This dataset has several columns: date, latitude, longitude, snow, precipitations, snow depth, average temperature, maximum temperature, and minimum temperature. And it seems like there are some missing values in this dataset. So if you read the descriptions, missing values are represented by -9999. So we are going to fix that. We are going to clean this data and we are going to remove these missing values. Okay, so let's get started. Firstly, we are going to convert snow column to numeric. So let's copy and paste the column name and put it inside the bracket. We are going to utilize pd.toNumeric functions. And we are also going to set the errors to coarse. Okay, let's compile the code. Next, we are going to filter for rows where snow is greater than 0. So let's create a new variable. I'm going to name it snow data positive. You can name it whatever you want, guys. It is totally up to you. Greater than 0. Okay, let's compile the code. Well, you might be wondering, why did we filter the snow? Well, actually in this case, we want to remove missing values, right? So if you find the minimum values for these columns snow, it is -999, which is the missing value. So like all values below 0 is going to be considered as missing values. So we are going to remove them. Okay, next, we are going to create a simulations. So we are going to find the date with the highest snowfall for each location. You might be wondering why, and let me explain, guys. Finding the date with the highest snowfall for each location simulates the worst case scenario by identifying the most extreme snow events, which help in planning and preparations for maximum impact situations. This approach ensures that the analysis and subsequent decision making are based on the most critical data points, allowing for robust and effective strategies to manage severe snowfall conditions. Okay guys, let's get started. Firstly, we are going to create a new variable. I'm going to name it max snow per locations. Let's copy and paste these variables, snow data positive dot log. Inside this bracket, we are going to have the snow data positive again. And we are going to group this data by the latitude and longitude. Dot group by Let's copy and paste this and put it inside the bracket. Let's copy and paste this and also put it inside the bracket. And let's copy and paste this and put it inside the bracket. And lastly, we are going to add IDX max, because obviously in this case, we want to find the highest snowfall for its locations. Next, we are going to print snow depth in inches for its locations. We are going to utilize for loop to print like all the data, like the latitude, longitude, and also snow depth. For index, comma row, and max snow per locations. So you can copy and paste this. Dot iter rows. Okay, inside this for loop, we are going to print all the data. Firstly, we are going to print the latitude. Let's copy and paste this and put it inside the bracket. Next, we are going to print the longitude. Let's copy and paste this and put it inside the bracket. Next, we are going to print the snow depth. Let's copy and paste this and put it inside the parentheses. Next, we are going to perform geocoding. We are going to convert geographic coordinates like latitude and longitude to address. So we will know which locations get a lot of snow. Firstly, we are going to initialize the geolocator. So let's create a new variable. I'm going to name it geolocator. You can name it whatever you want. It is totally up to you. And in this case, we are going to use nominatim. So let's copy and paste this. Next, we are going to set the user agent to snow depth locator. Next, we are going to print top 3 locations with highest snow depth. Let's create a new variable. I'm going to name it top 3 snow locations. You can name it whatever you want. It is totally up to you. Okay, so let's copy and paste the max snow per locations. And we are going to use and largest functions. And we only want to print the top 3. So let's put 3 inside the parentheses. And let's specify the column's name, snow. Okay, so next I'm going to print top 3 locations with highest snow depth. And we are going to utilize for loop to print all the data. For index, comma row, and top 3 snow locations. So let's copy and paste this. Dot iter rows. Let's create another variable. I'm going to name it locations. You can name it whatever you want. We are going to utilize geolocator reverse to perform the reverse geocoding, guys. Let's copy and paste the latitude and put it inside this bracket. Let's copy and paste the longitude and put it inside this bracket, guys. And we are going to set the exactly 1 to true. Because in this case, we are only expecting to get like 1 value, right? Next, we are going to create a new variable. I'm going to name it address. Let's copy and paste locations. We are going to get the address from the locations variable. Next, we are going to create conditional statement to check if the location is found. However, if the location is not found, then we are going to print address not found. Next, we are going to print the result. Firstly, we are going to print the latitude. Let's copy and paste latitude and put it inside the bracket. Next, we are going to print the longitude. Let's copy and paste this and put it inside the bracket. Next, we are going to print the address. Let's copy and paste this variable and put it here. And lastly, we are going to print the snow depth. So I'm going to copy and paste this. And put it inside the parentheses. Okay guys, we are done. Next, we are going to compile the code. So let's click this. Okay, here is the output. So here is the top 3 locations with highest snow depth. So here is the latitude, longitude, and here is the address. So we have successfully performed reverse geocoding. We have converted these geographic coordinates to address. So the first locations that get the most snow is Teteboro Airport. The snow depth is 68 inches. The second locations that get the most snow is JFK Access Road. The snow depth is 30.3. And the third locations that get the most snow is Bory Bay Boulevard. The snow depth is 27.9. Okay guys, I think that's it. That's all you need to know. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.